Hello, this is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And this is my new antenna. This is a Tecsun AN-200 loop antenna. I just got this in. I saw a video a couple of days ago where somebody was demonstrating this, and I was amazed at what that particular person could do using this antenna. And it's for AM band, a medium wave band. It's not for shortwave. So I haven't been interested in AM that much, but I've had several inquiries about AM reception, the medium wave again. Since we're going into the fall season, and you can do some DXing, long distance receiving, on the AM band in the winter much better than you can in the summer. They can do it both times of the year, but it's usually better in the winter. So I got one of these antennas and I want to try it out. And right off the bat, I was kind of disappointed. Let me push this back out of the way for a second. In that, in the ad, it shows that you can either direct connect it via this little connector on the back here, right here, or you can just put it next to the radio and it will aid the reception of the radio, just having it next to it. And then it's got this tuning coil to tune in the frequency. So I was all ready to hook it up to my Grundig 750, because the Grundig 750, and I'll get to that in a minute, has a connection for an external AM antenna. Now many new radios, portable radios, don't have any connection. They have a built-in antenna for AM, and that's all you get. For instance, here's the Tecsun PL880 here. It has no external antenna connection for the AM band, but supposedly you can still use this loop antenna by putting it close to the radio, so that what this loop antenna is receiving will be induced into the built-in antenna, and it should improve reception. Yeah, we'll see. So as I was getting ready to say, the disappointing thing when I opened the box was this is the wire that they give you, cable that they give you for connecting it to your radio. And this end goes into the antenna, and this end is stripped. It's just the stripped wire. It has no connection, no connector. Now, this would work fine on real old radios because that's what they had. They had these little screw terminal lugs, and you could hook that up. Now, my Grundig here has a plug-in just like this end. So this ain't gonna work unless I go buy a connector like this one and hook it on there. Or I happen to have an audio cable, a stereo audio cable, that should work, because the connection they show on this end appears to be exactly like you get on an audio cable. So that's what I'm going to use, and put that back in the box. And what is really discerning is that if you look on the box, look at the radio they show. They show it connected to the Grundig 750, or one like it. It's got the dials and everything. I mean, that's a 750. There's no doubt about it that that's a 750. Or maybe it's the newer Tecsun, I think 2000 they call it. But this cable, and they show it connecting to this connector up here on the top, which I'll show you in a few minutes, via the cable that they give you. But it can't. It doesn't have the connector on the other end. So I don't know what these people are thinking. But that's not a good start, is it? So anyway, Let's move the camera around a little bit so we can see the radio a little bit. And let me hold on a second while I move the camera up. There. Now you can see yeah, you can see the radio. It's on the AM band, and I have the antenna in the foreground right here. So I'm trying to keep them both in the picture. Sorry for the jerkiness. And let's go down a little bit so I can show you the knob, control knob. Okay, so we're going to plug in this cable. It's kind of a long cable for this. A shorter one probably would have been better, but it gives me plenty of maneuverability. So I plugged one into the back of this antenna. Now let me move the camera closer a little bit for a few seconds. And here is the AM antenna, which happens to be rotatable. So this appears to be a pretty good antenna. And right here, there's a jack that will accept this plug for plugging in an external antenna, just like it shows on the box. So I've got it tuned to just a random frequency, 590. Oops, let's get this out of the way. 590. Getting a lot of noise, but there is a station in there. Now it's 8:25 Eastern Daylight Time here in Florida on a Monday night. So I've kind of got a station, and let me rotate this thing and see if I can improve it. Got rid of some of the noise. Station's pretty weak. Now it's getting noisy again. So it appears that the antenna wants to be in this direction for the lowest noise, and it didn't seem like the signal went up any, it's just the noise went down. Okay, let me just slide this over here. Now it's noisy again. Now, supposedly the advantage of a loop antenna is it cancels any noise, any random noise like I have in my office. So we're going to plug this baby in now. We'll see if it helps. I don't know if it's going to or not. It sure helped the guy that had the video on YouTube. He had a station where on the radio he had, and I don't remember what the radio was, but he had no signal at all. He plugged this in and he got a strong signal. Maybe it was a fluke, I don't know. I'm going to plug this in. Now notice first that noise, it's gone. If I rotate this guy, which it should now be inactive, no effect. That's the way it should be, because I've taken this antenna out of the circuit and I've got this external plug now to this antenna. So we're going to move this antenna around, and I'm going to shut up so you can see if there's any difference. There's noise. So it didn't really improve the signal. It did cancel some of the noise. Now let me tune this thing. Because like I say, it's got a tuning knob on it. Let me tune it. Get my hand out of it. There you go, real quiet. Turn the audio back up. So the station is pretty weak, but this noise level has gone down. The station level is about the same. Let me tune it some more. tuning it back and forth. Okay, there's about the loudest right there. Now let me turn it again. Now I think I'm getting two stations. No, maybe not. Maybe it's just the guy was talking over the music. Move it away. Seems to be best about there. Now I'm going to, I had the bandwidth narrow, so I'll make the bandwidth wide. Try moving it again. Still very weak. You know, and this kind of testing is really, it's not very scientific because so many things are changing here. Plus my new kitten is at my foot. Hold on a second. Come here. Oh. She wants to get on camera for a second. There you go. I'll get you on camera, then I'll put you down. There you go. Okay, now time to get down. This is our new kitten. My wife is out of town right now, so I'm babysitting. Okay, so much for the departure here. Let's go back. Turn this audio back up. So it's not the best station in the world. There's another station. We retune this. It's like a baseball game. I have no idea what that station is. Now we're at 5.84. It's probably 8.5. Now there's something else at 8.5. Let's go down. Like I say, I have no idea what that station is. But just for grins now, let me unplug this external antenna. See what happens. I'm going to unplug it right now.
Play. And fashion is a shifting mood of society.
Okay, there's a strong station
in its mood, constant.
at 5.75.
If you're looking for pop
Or excuse me, 575 kilohertz.
your identity crisis,
Full scale strong station.
changing identities again and again
Now,
and again.
let me see if this knocks it down.
In the 60s, it was mini. Then it went to MIDI.
No,
Then it went to
but I
max.
did pick up a
And
noise.
it came back up to MIDI. Now it's back to mini. I remember the day when I was growing up. If you had jeans on,
Okay, it has no effect on that strong station.
People felt sorry for you.
Except it looks like it picked up some noise.
You buy jeans now, they're already pre-cut up, pre-shredded.
Unplug it.
pre-patched, and they call it vintage.
Yeah, that's actually inducing noise. Could be
So we
this
spend
cable, because
$10 for ripped up jeans.
this is a very inexpensive audio cable. And now we're trying to use it for an RF cable. So Let's try it without the cable. I'm going to unplug the cable. Because you do get, like I said, you do get some effect with just the loop next to the radio. So let's turn the audio back up. It's going to be hard to tell because this is a very strong station. I have no idea where it is. Let's see if it affects it.
Differentiate you from everybody else. And guess what?
No.
We have this need
No effect.
to be different. I was watching the news this morning while preparing to come in, and two of the
So for a strong station, it has no effect,
they
which makes sense.
showed up.
Okay, let's tune around some more.
Colored rats. So the broadcast opens with them saying, "Oh, we didn't call you."
Let me get this away from it.
TV.com. La parte alta del cuarto inning.
Now there's a weak station in there, but there's that interference. Can you hear it, that interference? Let's move this up close to it and see what it does. And I'll tune it. There, you can hear the effect of tuning. Hear that? Actually making it worse. Let me try turning the light off. Nope. Picking up something there. I tuned off of it. So I don't know. Let me go much higher in frequency. This is away from it.
Hold on, I'll get to this one in just a... Have to fight the war, coverage of the National Football League.
There's one. Oop, I forgot to tune it. No effect. Just plug it back in with the cable again. I killed the signal totally. That whatever that signal was, it's gone. So let's tune this guy. There's the signal again. It needs to be strongest right there. Annie, that's Annie. Get down, Annie. Boy, he killed that signal. And you could see the antenna is doing something, because as I rotate it, the noise level changes. but that signal I had is gone. Let's unplug it. Let me turn the volume down. Okay, there's that signal. Plus a lot of noise. Now, let's plug this back in. At least that's a Spanish station, so I know, kind of have an idea whether I'm on it or not. Now let's see if I need to tune the radio to get it back. Yeah, there it is, I think. Now let's retune this antenna. Boy, you can definitely detune it and get nothing. I just don't know. I think what I'm going to have to do, number one, like I say, I don't know if this cable is a good cable for, making the connection to the antenna. It is an audio cable, I know that. The cable, here's the cable that came with it. It's fairly stiff, which means it's probably got a lot of shielding. The other thing I can do is, for this radio, I could see if I can find or buy the right connector, the correct connector, and wire this thing up. Now the cable only has 2 conductors, even though there are 3 conductors on the connector. Maybe, these are not the right connections for the antenna. That could be another problem. Lots of variables. But anyway, okay, I'm going to stop this video and go do some homework and go do some other testing on my own and get back with you. So that's the show for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.